Taurus. Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel. This is Skeleton Key Tarot and this is a tarot card reading for Taurus. All Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wherever you've got Taurus in your chart or in your life, there's something in this message for you. And as always, cross watchers are welcome here too. So let's begin. Messages for Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know? All right, so we've got the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles that came out first, which is really great, really beautiful partnership. I'm talking to somebody who's got this amazing long-term relationship. There's so much potential here. This partnership is so lucrative. It's so prosperous. You may have a family together. If this is somebody that you've just met, somebody that's on your mind, there's a long-term future here with this partner. There may be financial security. There may be generational wealth. You may be marrying up or marrying very well. There could be a Virgo or a Gemini involved somewhere. You could have pets, you could have children, you could have a house together. You have a whole lifestyle built up in this partnership, and it's the lovers, you know, they're really good together. This is someone who's very compatible with you, shares the same ideas as you. There may be a Libra placements involved here. There could be an air sign. You're making up your mind about something. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, and on the split we have the Justice. There's something that you don't want. All right, so Page of Pentacles, you're going in a new direction to make some important changes in your life. These changes are happening sooner rather than later, or it feels like it's going kind of fast. You've reached some kind of a conclusion in a situation here, especially when it comes to how you feel. Now you're looking forward to the future. There may be an important conversation here so you can get things straightened out. Okay, so it looks like, again, you've made up your mind about something. You've realized what you don't want. You've realized maybe the direction that you do want, all right? There is the Four of Swords, the Devil, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Cups came out together. All right. Again, there is a romantic partnership here. It's very physical. There's a Capricorn, perhaps. Somebody may have Capricorn placements. There's a lot of carnal desire. Someone has an appetite for lust and love and fantasy, and this may be somewhat taboo, or I just heard extraordinary. It's unusual somehow. Getting what you want maybe requires you to make an important decision that perhaps other people don't agree with you. The other people in your life, it could be your family, or there could be somebody specific that doesn't agree, maybe demonizing you for your choice. There may be something taboo about this or forbidden, but you're doing it anyway. You've made up your mind. That's the important thing, is you're serious. You've made up your mind. There's the Hierophant, you're Taurus. Look at that. Taurus, the Two of Swords. You have made up your mind. Your mind is made up, which is interesting because that it's like your mind is made up, so you're making it up. You're making up your mind. You are creating your own mind. That's an interesting way to think about it. Never really thought of it that way before. It's like you're making it up, but like you're making up your mind. You're creating your own way of thinking. Anyway, so I see that this is about your lifestyle. It's bringing us back around to this decision about your long-term future. This is a decision based on what do you value, who you really are, what you really value, what is your belief system. If something goes against your belief system, I don't think you're going to do it. I think you're going to make a choice that's in alignment with your beliefs, with your culture, with your religion, with your traditions. You're going to do something maybe. This is very interesting because we have this dichotomy between doing something by the book and doing something unusual or forbidden or outside of the norm. Something that goes against the rules, you know? Doing things by the book means you do things by the rules, playing by the rules. That's what the Justice, the Hierophant, Two of Swords, and Queen of Swords is talking about here. This may be a legal matter. You may have contracts involved. This could be to do with work. It could be to do with a marriage. Contract. In the future, leaving a situation. Wow. Have you decided to leave a situation, a contract? It looks like someone is emotionally aloof at this time, being very distant, ignoring outside influences to come to their own conclusion, taking a step back away from a situation in order to get clear about the future, about the direction that you really want to go in. You have an important decision to make, and I think you've already made up your mind, but now you are... Some part of this is still kind of... it's like a vision or a dream. It hasn't really come true yet. I'm getting the sense that this is still kind of what you're thinking about doing. You're thinking about making this decision. You've been contemplating this. You've not been happy where you're at. You have a new opportunity coming in. There's a lot of potential for growth and expansion, especially financially or when it comes to your pentacles, your lifestyle, how you live, where you live. There's a conversation that's helping you to make up your mind about some kind of new opportunity here, something that you've learned. Some kind of information could be coming in. You've learned something. You've heard of this. You've heard some news, or there's been a conversation. There may have been some kind of an argument. This was not a comfortable conversation. I can see that. But then again, it seems to be very informative for you at this time. Some kind of information with the Eight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles is changing things, and you have a decision to make. Something about this feels potentially destabilizing, but I see you handling it very well. Somebody, you are very intelligent, you're very serious, you're perceptive, you're making a logical decision. I feel like somebody's putting their emotions aside for a minute, but that at the same time, they are making a choice based on what they really want. What is your desire? What is your heart telling you? So it's a balance of both. It's not just a head over heart decision. It's like the head and the heart combined. You're listening to your heart, but you're using your head. You're being logical about the way that you listen to your heart, in the way that you make this decision as you move forward, making these changes to your life. You have a partnership here coming in. Okay, just to recap, the message here today is like you have a partnership here. And you have a choice. You have a choice in love. Perhaps there's more than one person that you could be choosing from. Maybe you have options. Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. It's giving more Capricorn, Earth sign energy. Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is about your stability. I know I've got 444 here. Okay, 444 plus the Ten of Pentacles. It's like this is about your home, where you live, how you live, your values, your family, your stability, your security. Is there something that you're holding on to? You seem like you're very successful, you're very powerful, or your partner is financially secure, or you are. You're making important financial decisions about your life together. Is that what this conversation is about? There's something that you don't want to do. That I can see. Something that this is not an easy decision for you to make. This is like heavy contemplation, really meditating on this, really contemplating this, maybe seeking advice from somebody. There may be a counselor here or an advisor. Somebody's giving you advice, you're taking it, you're thinking about it, you're not sure. You know you're not happy. you have this idea, this fantasy for what you want in your life, and you're making a decision, and you're having a conversation about this. This is like open, honest, direct communication about the decisions that you're making to change your life when it comes to your lifestyle. Look at that. Do you see what I just did? There's the Two of Cups. You may be getting married. You may have a relationship here with a soulmate. Soulmate relationship. This is about who you are and who you want to be with for maybe the rest of your life. I mean, how old are you? Are you like, depends. You know, we never know how much time we have on this planet, right? So it's just giving right now. It's giving rest of your life type energy. There's the Nine of Pentacles, and it's healthy for you. It's happy. It's a stable, loving, comfortable environment for you to live in. So the relationship that you're choosing is leading you down a path towards security, stability, and comfort. You have mutual understanding, reciprocal caregiving, real compatibility here with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. There's emotional abundance as well as financial security. It's taken care of. It's in the bag, I guess. That's what I just heard with the Nine of Pentacles here. It's like you gain a lot from this decision. You make the right choice. I feel like you're making a really... Ace of Cups. You're falling in love with your whole life. You're going to love this person. This person loves you. You love your life together. You're falling in love. This is a new lover. The Moon. Okay. So we're coming back to this idea that there's something about this. Yeah. You have a challenge to overcome, and you will. There's an ordeal. It's hard. It's weighing heavily on you. This is coming to an end. It's the end of a difficult cycle. You're putting down some kind of a burden. You're being elevated. You're going to be able to see the way forward. It's hard. Something has to be dissolved. Something has got to come to an end for something new to begin, and it is. It's inevitable that this will end, and you will be okay. So the decision that you're making... Okay, so there's some kind of trial and error. There's some kind of ordeal. There's a path here. You're walking in the dark. This brings us back to that Devil card again, I think. And some of this with what we just saw with the Ten of Wands, the Death card, and the Six of Wands. It's like this is something that's been weighing heavily on you, something that you need to get off of your chest. You need to get this done. You need to move through this. You're getting through this. You're moving through this. Sometimes it's harder than it has to be. Maybe sometimes we make it harder than it has to be, but you're prepared to move. You're getting ready to go. You're getting ready to let something go. You've been heavily contemplating this, and you see the truth now. You see the way forward. You know what you have to do. You're making a decision. You may have been putting this decision off for quite some time. Maybe, like, it's a hard choice, but look at this. You know? Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands. It's like, who are you really? Who do you want to be? You're going from a place of feeling cold, maybe even isolated, unhappy, to a place of warmth and heat and life, and like this gets your blood moving, or like I'm seeing like it's warm. It's a much happier environment. It's more comfortable. The ice is melting. Someone's melting your ice. You may have had ice. Something like perhaps your ex made you feel cold. I don't know what your past is looking like, but it's giving to me something like perhaps you've been in a relationship or a situation. Maybe you've been alone for a long time. Maybe you've been single, or you've been in a certain kind of relationship or something that's made you feel cold. You've been out in the cold. You've been alone. You've had ice around your heart. This person's melting your heart. You're coming into a relationship with somebody who's warm, maybe a fire sign or has fire sign placements. You've been with an air sign or air sign placements. Now you're going to be with a fire sign placements, earth sign, I don't know, something like that. Fire and earth. So I don't know. Could be anybody. But what I'm seeing, yeah, something makes you feel warm and fuzzy, and you feel much more comfortable. You see the direction you need to go in. You're getting ready to make a move. You've been stuck. You've been up in your head about this. You've had to do some serious soul searching. You've had to tie up some loose ends. You can't stay where you're at. You've got to go. You know you need to move. You don't see everything. You're not sure. There's still some things going on behind the scenes. You may even be keeping this to yourself or you've been very secretive, or you've been very quiet about your plans or about your thoughts and feelings. But now there's communication. There is clarity. You may have felt confused for a while. You weren't sure what you wanted. You didn't know. You felt complacent. You felt inertia in your life. You were bored. You were stuck. You didn't know what you wanted, but you knew you were not happy. Trying to be grateful for something, trying to be diplomatic, trying to be fair. But what does it mean to be fair? You got to be fair to yourself as well as to others. I don't know. I feel like there's been a conflict here, and you're solving it. You're making up your mind. You're making up your mind, and you're making a choice. Maybe you've been putting off this decision because you don't like to make changes. You don't like to make sudden movements. You don't like to change things. You want stability. You want things to be cool. You want to keep the status quo. You don't want to rock the boat. But you realize what you have to do. You see it clearly. This can't stay. It can't stand. The center can't hold. This is not going to last. It's going to change. It's inevitable that this will change. It's weighing heavily on you, you know, because maybe part of you doesn't really want this. Maybe you still kind of wish that it had turned out differently, but it didn't. This is what it is. Well, you have a choice to make. What are you going to do? And I think you know what you're going to do. I think you've been spending a lot of time thinking about it, and you're starting to see. You're really starting to see the truth, reality clearly, and the way forward. So you have a decision to make. You may have been putting it off, but I don't see you putting it off forever. You can't put it off forever. You're not going to. You're making up your mind. You have a choice. You have a decision. You have options. You have an opportunity to make changes, and you are doing it. Perhaps you have to choose whether or not you're going to be in a relationship with this person that's coming in. This Ace of Cups, new lover, Two of Cups, the lovers here. You're wondering, should I go for it? I think the answer is yes. Some kind of a cycle is coming to an end here, and it's been difficult for you. But as you bring this to a close, as you find closure, as you tie up the loose ends, this turns into a portal opening up for you. One door closes, another door opens. Who had this? Libra had something similar. If you have Libra in your chart, I'd go see that Libra reading. One door closes, another door opens. That one was more about like coworkers and stuff. But I just chose two cards off the top of this. It's the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. Yep. Independent, self-sufficient. Listening to your own emotions, listening to your heart, listening to what your soul is telling you. Sitting silent, being still, practicing solitude to listen to your intuition, finding space. Just be there. Be here now, right? That's what the High Priestess tells us to do. Just be. There's nothing you have to really do. Just being here. Just somebody's really thinking about it, you know, and getting focused. It's like you're refocusing. Meditating on this, contemplating this, listening to your intuition, finding a way forward. I think it may come to an end more swiftly than you imagine it might be, or you're being told at least that this is going to end quickly, or it's going to end suddenly, or it's going to end soon. As soon as you make up your mind, it starts coming to a close. Like, I feel like the action of making up your mind, the act of doing that is the closure. This is what closes out the cycle. Like you end it. You choose to end it. It ends when you choose to end it. That's what I'm trying to say. This is going to end when you choose to end it. It's over when you say so. Ready when you are. That kind of thing. This person is ready when you are. You're ready when they are. Somebody's going through a big transformation in their life. I think it has to do with marriage. I think it has to do with location and lifestyle, and ultimately, there's a new love here that's coming through, and it's really good, and it leads you to a really beautiful place, emotionally and even financially. Like, I just see there may be a new lover here, a new marriage or a new relationship into the future, and this is what you're destined to have. This is what you're destined to receive with the Star card. This is your future. This is a vision of your life. You have every reason to be optimistic. You're going to be really happy in this new place. I feel like some kind of a conversation is going to help you see things more clearly. I feel like sometimes when in our mind we don't really understand or we don't see the way forward, it can be hard to listen to your intuition when you don't see the way forward in your mind. or you're so worried about things. But I see that there's a conversation here with your partner. Your partner is going to help you see things clearly and make that choice. Like, you have help here. You have support. Somebody's very supportive of you. Very loving, very compassionate, very understanding. They really get you. Like, you really get each other. So, you're making up your mind. You're making a hard choice. You may have been putting it off for a while, but you're not going to put it off forever. I think you know what you need to do. It's scary, but you know what you need to do. It ends when you end it. And that's the reading for today. I'm going to end the reading right there. So, okay, Taurus, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. Oh, yeah, it's like it ends when you end it. It begins when you decide. It begins when you decide. I like that. Anyway, email me for a personal reading. Email's in the description box below. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.